Hello, and welcome back to The Goodness Margin, the place where we find margin for the good things in life. For me, I feel like the holiday season has officially launched. November 1st is here, and at the beginning of November is when I start listening to Christmas music. I start decorating for Christmas. Yes, I know some of you may say, oh, don't do it, but this year we're not having Thanksgiving at home, and so I want to go ahead and get those 2 full months in for my Christmas decorations. With the holidays can come a lot of stress. And so today I want to share with you some simple steps where you can plan for the holidays. I want to simplify planning for the holidays, make it easy for you when you're getting ready for the holidays to get as much enjoyment, get as much joy out of the holidays as you can, because we've planned ahead and we've planned for the most important things. So here are a few things that I do to plan for the holidays. Before we get started, if you haven't already, I'd love for you to subscribe to my channel, hit the bell. You'll be notified when the next video goes live. First thing I want to do is I want to look ahead. And in the blog post that is linked below, I have attached some checklists and some calendars for you if you want to click on those and you can check those out. So I will actually print out a calendar, one for November and one for December. And I physically write out those dates. Now, I'm predominantly digital. My husband and I share a Google Calendar. I like to look at those calendars on my phone and have them with me all the time. But there's something about being able to physically sit down and look at a schedule. And so I will write down the dates of the things that I know are happening. Our church has a big Christmas service with a dessert exchange afterwards. We're having a ladies' Christmas party with our church. The kids have Christmas things. We have 2 birthdays in December, just in my family. And then another one, my sister also has a birthday in December. And so we've got all of these things going on. I want to make sure that I know exactly what's happening and when it's happening. Then I can add in those things that I really want to get done. First thing you want to do is you want to look ahead. Take the time now. Look ahead and see, maybe some things have doubled up. Maybe there are 2 things that are on the same date and you're like, okay, I have to choose which one of these things I want. Or maybe you see that there's too much happening one weekend and you're going to have to take something away. You're going to have to decline something. But you need to look ahead. If you don't take the time to do that, you will not know what to expect. So right now, print those out, look ahead, write out the things that are going to be happening over the next 2 months. And then the next thing you want to do is to make a list of those things that you really want to do. There are some holiday things that I love to do with my kids. Ever since my son was young and he was the only child, we would take him to the Bass Pro Shop. They have a Santa there. You can get your picture made for free. They have games you can play. They have a little carousel. We used to travel for my husband's job, and wherever we were at, we would find a Bass Pro Shop and enjoy this tradition. And now there's a Bass Pro right down the road. This is in no way affiliated with Bass Pro. They just happen to offer something really great for free. And so it's a little tradition that we've created. And my husband will go with me sometimes, or occasionally he's not able to go and I'll just take the kids. And my teenager is so great. He will stand beside Santa and take that picture. So I have all of these pictures through the years of him with a Bass Pro Santa. It's just a little tradition that we love to do. And so because of that, I want to be sure that I put that down on the calendar. This is when we're going to do this. I know for sure that I've scheduled that in. Another thing we love to do is go look at Christmas lights. There's a neighborhood about 20 minutes away that goes all out. You can drive through the neighborhood for 2 hours, literally, without seeing all of the Christmas lights. It is a free thing to do. Great light display. I want to write that down. I want to be sure that I know when that's happening. We like to have friends over and have a little Christmas party. Make a plan for that. It's not going to happen if I don't put it on the calendar and let other people know about it. So not only do you want to write down the first step, the events you know that are happening, but you want to schedule in those things that you want to happen, the things you want to enjoy with your family or with your friends. You have to schedule that stuff or it's not going to happen. The third thing is one of those big deals about Christmas, gifts. And I really want to take just a minute to talk about budget. Every single one of us has a budget. We have a limit to what we need to spend for the holidays. Don't overspend on that budget. Maybe you're in a season where you're trying to be really tight with your money and you need to be. Let your friends and family know this year, I'm not going to be able to spend as much as I did last year, please don't spend as much on me. Or even if they choose to do that, that's their decision. It's not about the money. It's about the thought of the gift. But the only way for us to be really thoughtful about our gifts is to be intentional. And so what I like to do is make a list of who I need to spend for. I have a budget already set, and then I'm going to divide that out. How am I going to divide that out? Of course, I'm going to spend a little bit more money on my kids, maybe than I spend on someone else. And so I'm going to determine where the money is going, who I'm going to spend it on. And then I'm going to write out some gift ideas. What are some things that I think I may need to purchase? And then once I purchase those things, I am going to make a little note, and I keep this list in my phone so it's always with me, of where I hid that gift. One time I hid a gift so well I could not find it until I was unpacking a box for a holiday decoration, I think in the summer. I had stuck it in a box in the attic and I had zero recollection of where I had put it. Don't do that to yourself. Make a note if you hide a gift from yourself so that your family won't find it. Make a little note there of where you've hidden that present. And then I can easily see, okay, I've already spent X amount of dollars. I have this much left. And I can see that I'm staying on budget, or maybe if I've gone over budget, then I need to try to pull back in another gift. Make a list. Like I said, I've got that printable there below that you can put your gift list ideas on and how much you plan to spend and then how much you actually spend on those gifts. Number 4 is to look at those events that you have on your calendar. What are the things that are happening and what do you have to do? There may be an office Christmas party that all you have to do is show up. My husband is having an office Christmas party and we literally just have to show up. It's at a nice restaurant. We don't need to bring anything. There is another Christmas event where I need to bring cookies. I need to bake my signature Christmas sugar cookies. I will actually make a link to those sugar cookies in this video. You will love these Christmas sugar cookies. Everyone loves them. It's my mom's recipe and so check those out. But I'm going to make those cookies. I need to make a note that that's something I need to be sure to do. I need to plan ahead within a few days of that party and go ahead and make those cookies. Not only do you need to write down what you need to do, but think about budget. All of those appetizers and things and the gifts you want to bring to a host, that stuff can really start to add up. So be sure you include that in your Christmas budget, maybe even in your holiday budget. If you're looking at Thanksgiving and you're bringing so many sides for your big family Thanksgiving dinner, look at the budget, look at the things that you need to do to prepare. Maybe one of your kids is in a Christmas play at church and you have to dress them as Joseph and bring that costume. That's something you need to plan ahead for. So look at the stuff you need to do, plan ahead for it, and also be sure to continue to think about that budget. What are you going to be spending on that event? Last but not least, prioritize what needs to happen. Are there things that you can go ahead and do now? Typically in my life, the beginning of November is a little bit of a slower time. For whatever reason, October seems to be a very, very busy month for our family. We have several events happening at our church and we just have a lot of stuff going on. November, the beginning of it seems to be a little bit quieter. So what I want to do is I want to go ahead and start Christmas shopping for those gifts. Maybe even start wrapping those presents. Like I said, I like to decorate for Christmas early in November so I can really enjoy those decorations for all of November and December. You get to choose what you do in your house. Choose what's the priority and what are those tasks that you can take from that list and get done now so that when December comes, you can spend the time enjoying the things that you really want to enjoy and you can have that margin in your holidays for the good things.